Hello today. So in today's news, what we will talk about is Manchester United's interest in the player in Ronald Aujo. So currently Manchester United seem to be interested in the Barcelonian defender Ronald Aujo. That's reportedly that's what have been said. And Barcelona are very much worried because their contract with the player that ends in almost 2023, and they are worried they will not be able to compete with the salary that will be offered by Manchester United to the defender. They will not be able to compete with him because Manchester United will want to get him, and Manchester United will now want to get all of the top targets of Ralf Ragnick. So you're hearing this from the first time from this news, from our site, from our news, The next top target of Ralf Rangnick will be Ronald Aujo from Barcelona, who is a defender, and he shall be the next top target of Ralf Rangnick. He will be the next top target from Ralf Rangnick, and he's the one who's gonna be in line for the next defensive target for him. And yeah, that is the topic of discussion for today. And Ralf Rangnick has seemed to identify one of the faltering issues with the Manchester United defense. According to the new coach, the defense of Manchester United is in absolute jeopardy. Okay, the defense is in absolute jeopardy, and right now, one of the best things he can do is stir up the defense. Change the defense, fix it, and Harry Maguire and Rafael Varane, even though he's a very good player, he's old, and the defense needs speed. According to Mr. Ralf Rangnick, defense needs speed. So in order to get that speed, he is currently eyeing Barcelona's Ronald Aujo right now.
I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Manchester United are now interested to sign Barcelona defender Ronald Aujo. According to different sources, even according to the sources of ESPN, they are interested right now to sign him. The report claims that Barcelona are currently extremely worried because they will not be able to keep up with the salary that has been offered to the particular defender. It's very likely he's going to move. Aroujo's contract with Camp Nou ends in 2023, and have added the Spanish giants are worried they will not be able to match United's fee and United's facilities that will be given to Aujo. They will not be able to cope with that. That's what they have said. And further, in addition, this would be a healthy addition to the to the team. I think this would be a fantastic addition to the team which is struggling. So this will prove very strong, a strong addition to the struggling team, and will help them a great amount to stand up. The main problem is a central defending midfielder. There's only one guy present right now, and that's Rafael Varane, who is injured for a second, and so a second must be acquired. And Maguire, he's very bad at defending. So if you have a very good attack but a very bad defense, the attack will be compromised. That's the main, philosophy of Ralf Rangnick, And Manchester United currently are preparing a bid for Vinicius Junior. Yes, Manchester United will be preparing a very big, very big bid for Vinicius Junior, because he is one of Ralf Rangnick's favorite players to be targeted. And yeah, because he's currently one of the fastest players right now in the game, one of the fastest in the game, so it's So it's very less likely, that Real Madrid will let them go. The club started its 5-year sponsorship deal with computer software company this year, which handed them $230 million. United has an eminent interest in the 21-year-old winger and wants to replace him, as the Red Devil. The Brazilian, who is worth 45 million according to Transfer Market, sees his contract at Los Blancos expire in the summer of 2024. So Vinicius Junior's contract will be expiring in 2024, and Manchester United have the eyes for one of the biggest, stars right now. That is Vinicius Junior, and it's official. Manchester United are gonna make a bid for Vinicius Junior very soon because it's one of Ralf Rangnick's favorite. It's one of his absolute favorites. Vinicius Junior is one of his absolute favorites, and he'll be attempting for him very, very soon. As per the Transfer Market news. So this view right now, if Manchester United are able to sign, Ronald Aujo and Vinicius Junior, they will become one of the biggest clubs, not only in England, but also they are already one of the big clubs. They will become the biggest clubs not only in England, but in entirety of Europe. That's certain, if they can sign Vinicius Junior, because Vinicius Junior is currently one of the most informed players who are available right now. And he's one of the most informed players right now. One of the most informed players that we have right now is, Vinicius Junior right now. And he will be attempting for him. And there are also news of Pogba being transferred. So we'll get into that as well. That's also big news, big views. Pogba being transferred, Vinicius Junior. Oh, that was a good shot. Vinicius Junior, going to Manchester United. The problem is United are stacked up in attack. So that's my view. Is United are stacked up in attack, but the problem is they lack a good defense. So I think that's more important, because United have great attack right now. They're absolutely stacked up in attack, but what they lack is a good defense, What they lack is a good defense, because, let's be honest. Maguire, and, Varane is injured most of the time. Maguire isn't that well equipped to, play the game. It's a total mess, It's a total havoc and a total mess. So with this being the case, the problem there the problem lies. That United is an absolute total mess, right now, and we have a lot of attack, but our main problem lies in our defense, so that is something Ralf Rangnick has to fix. So I've heard that he's taking his approaches, he's taking his approaches, he's approaching several new defenders such as Barcelona's defense, and he's eyeing other defensive players as well, he's eyeing others as well, So yeah, with these, if these signings are confirmed, if these changes are confirmed, then Manchester United will be, one of the biggest names in Europe. If these signings can be confirmed properly, if these can be confirmed, Manchester United will be the biggest club in the history of Europe. They'll be able to beat literally anybody. They'll be better than Bayern Munich, So Ralf Rangnick's coaching has been, already told to be very powerful by all of the Europe's, most of Europe's specialized coaches. They have already been, it's already been said it's very, very effective. It's said to be like that. It's very, very effective. His pressing, his attack. But according to him, the current players aren't good enough. That aren't good enough. And Even Michael Carrick isn't good enough, you know, but he will stay. But Raniak will take care of Carrick, will listen to him, you know, right now. So Carrick will listen to him, they'll take care of him, you know. So yeah, that's the issue right now. Carrick will take care of him, will be taken care of, you know, totally, you know. So yeah, Ralf Ragnick, you know, will bring lots of changes to United. That's something I can agree with. Fletcher was in dialogue with United as well, you know, and all the pundits available have said that, you know, he will also perform a very important function. Even when he's not the coach, he'll have a very important function to determine who the coach will be, who the next player signed will be, who the manager signed will be, you know. So it's no more Glazers and Woodward constantly dominating others. And yeah, so that's something, you know, we have to take into account. And what I have said, that Manchester United are gonna go for a bid for Vinicius Junior. You know, they are gonna go for a bid for Vinicius Junior. And this is a news that's, you know, that's not right now that much in the you know, news sites and everything. And it's quite evident that, you know, Ralf Ragnick loves speed. He loves, you know, he loves speed, he loves fast players, and that's what he wants right now, you know. So yeah, they'll be going for fast and speedy players. So in that particular issue, you know, they might prefer new players, and Ralf Ragnick has made up his mind to, you know, approach the Brazilian superstar Vinicius Junior right now, who's basically currently one of the best players in the world right now. I think right now Vinicius Junior is one of the fastest, and we have seen how well he has played against, you know, teams like Chelsea, you know, and various other teams, against Barcelona. What a run he's given them for their money. We've all have seen that. So currently the Brazilian superstar is valued at 45 million, and Ralf Ragnick will take a chance to approach the Brazilian superstar for the purpose of joining Manchester United, because he has eyed a lot of young players and he's gonna sign them right now. I mean, that's what his main goal is: signing the young players, you know, signing them, bringing them here. Because we've seen how well, you know, Vinicius Junior has played for the team of, against teams such as, you know, even against strong teams like Chelsea, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, you know, and several other teams, you know, several strong teams, how well they've played. You know, how well they've played, and, you know, that's what he's targeting. He's targeting young players. So this news is just in, you know, Ralf Ragnick is going to target Real Madrid superstar Vinicius Juniors, who according to him is the next superstar of Manchester United. What do you think about it? Tell me again, you know. And I'll be bringing you new news, new views on Manchester United. Till then, take care.